most women think that all women are good women, and they think that just because she's married, she's actually a wife. What you really see is that a lot of women are married but not functioning in their wifely life duties, nor are they functioning in that relationship where that man is being loved, supported, respected, corrected. So sometimes what you see as the woman on the outside looking in is a married couple through paperwork, through legality, but they're not functioning as a married couple. There is no love in that relationship, nor is there respect in that relationship.
And literally, y'all be on this internet calling it exercising your options. It's not that you're not getting it at home. It's literally just, I mean, and Darwin has said it here himself. Monogamy is a favor to y'all. Like, y'all gonna do it
Yeah,
either
but you know what?
way.
Y'all tripping
No,
because most men don't cheat. Most men don't cheat, and and when you look it up, most reports show that women are cheating at just as great a clip as men are. So I don't even know why we doing that. Why are we
I
trying
don't
to
think that I
antagonize men in that way? But and secondly, I wanted to address your point, Bougie, because I know you were talking about how women envy the bust down, and that's weird. And I'll tell you why, because it's a finite
yeah.
position for one. That it doesn't last. Those women after time, they're just going to be trashed. It's almost like junk food, right? So those women are pretty much junk food. Like, I like cheesecake a lot, but I can't eat that shit every day, right? You'll die. You can't. There's no substance to it. So
But you
you
gotta
have to
understand,
understand we
it's
don't.
not crazy though, Trev, because even on
It
this
is.
show, how many times have you heard men on this show, what's the word I'm looking for? Idolize youth. I'm not even necessarily saying that women are idolizing the bust down. I think it's more so they idolize the youth. They like, and I know that that's even true about me. Like, I look at it like when I go out and how many women, be for real, y'all. Miss Pearl, Ty, Boheme, when y'all go out, right? And they ask you for your ID. All of us are old enough to not get ID'd no more. They ask you for your ID, some in your head be like, you thought I was young enough to get ID? That's what the same thing that men do to us though.
What you're
That's the
describing is
same thing.
insecurities. What you're describing is insecurity. And that's the problem that these women are having. They're insecure. That's pretty much it. But that's a you problem, right? The women who are dealing with this, that's a you problem. That's not
Mhm.
something that men are causing. These women already feel like that. If these are the reactions that they have, then surely you got to understand that as pure just insecurities. But that's something that they'll have to search from within and address it. It's not something that men are putting on them. Like, this isn't new. We know that men are attracted to women, younger women sexually, but that's about where it ends. They don't really have that much in common with us as we age and all that. And that's just what it is. It's sex. If you are envious of a woman who's objectified, yeah, you might have a couple issues. You see what they do there. It's only maintenance because that's the cost of it, because they generally wouldn't have access to that type of woman. When a dude is tricking on a woman, it's usually because that's the type of woman he generally doesn't have access to. If you were his wife and he's taking care of you, he understands that as duty. If you were not and he tricking on you, that's because he know he's punching outside his weight class, and that's just
And
like
I gotta
something that
warn you.
he
I gotta
generally
warn you,
got.
Bougie. If you are the girls, and I was just directed you. If you are the girls that are out here moving like that, want to maintain that position as the side chick, as the one, you better get rid of this illusion that you are on the same level as the one that's in this household, because that's gonna get you cut off. We don't want you to think that you need to just play it. A problem with y'all out there is y'all don't want to play y'all
But you,
role. Y'all want to
darling,
elevate.
first of all, wait a minute. I want to clarify. I never specified that like I know these women personally or like these are my homegirls. What I'm saying is like when I go on like a date night, like I said, you meet women in the bathroom or like I'm sitting next to a girl and I'm kikiing with her or whatever. Or even when I've met girls that my man's homeboy is just dating or whatever. I'm cordial with them. So when we be talking and stuff, it'll just be like, and I'm like, oh, I'm taking in the perspective of somebody that's 23, 24, 25, 26, whatever. And I'm bringing that to the table because a lot of times I just feel like that perspective isn't represented. As you know, that is literally what I feel like I'm always speaking on, because nobody ever speaks from that perspective. And I'm not even like faulting anybody. I just feel like it's because most of us probably don't know anybody that's that young and not married outside of, like, let's say, like our kids or nieces, nephews, whatever. So that's the perspective that I'm bringing to the table. I never said that I feel like it was right or whatever. I'm just saying that a lot of times the position of the wife or the woman that really is like the caring person, or like, oh, baby, let me help you, let me be there, is downplayed because of that type of mindset that is now going around.
Well, I will tell you, the woman who's holding down the fort, that is a noble position. She knows her place. She knows the value she brings. She knows what was at stake. And I'm just being honest with you. She's actually laughing at the little hoes that's getting the crumbs every now and then, here and there, because she knows she got the prize. She knows she got the prize. When it's all said and done, to Trey's point, the women, it's gonna be a cold winter for them.
Well, let's
She
let's
not
let's look
laughing.
at it.
She crying
Let's look at it from this perspective.
because she hurt.
Let's look at it from this perspective, Laisha. Let's say, for the sake of argument, you're absolutely right. Y'all up in the bathroom, and the dude that's married to that woman that's sitting at the table, you find out he's staring at you, and you become a side chick, right? Let's say his wife finds out, he loses his wife. The difference is, because both of y'all are gonna break up with. Let's say, I even offer you the olive branch that neither one of y'all knew about each other. You just, you know what I mean, or whatever. And when y'all do find out about each other, you're laughing at the wife saying, I got your man. But let's say both of y'all leave him. The difference between the two of y'all is, when she leaves, she has leverage. When you leave, you have none. You can't leverage anything that he owns or anything like that, but she can. So even if y'all both wind up losing that man, she will be able to walk away with a piece of the pie, whereas you, the side chick, walk away with nothing.
I think that's the wrong approach based on what I heard Bougie say, because it's being perceived from what are getting from a value perspective, and this is where I see it incorrectly. Most women think that all women are good women, and they think that just because she's married, she's actually a wife. But what you really see is that a lot of women are married but not functioning in their wifely life duties, nor are they functioning in that relationship to where that man is being loved, supported, respected correctly. So sometimes what you see as the woman on the outside looking in is a married couple through paperwork, through legality, but they're not functioning as a married couple. There is no love in that relationship, nor is there respect in that relationship. And a lot of women, unfortunately, do think, oh, she's married and I'm getting treated better. No, a lot of times people just get married. It's not very complicated to get married. It is very difficult, however, to build a relationship that is fruitful.
Do you know how
we
many
should.
times I've been up here and I've said people are married and they feel like they can give marriage advice. But then when I ask a simple question like, are you happily married? People respond with, what does happiness have to do with it? And they look at me like I'm crazy, because I'm like, what do you mean? What is happy? Happiness is a fleeting emotion. No. As much as people love to be like, I'm not responsible for another person's happiness. In a marriage, you're responsible for each other in general. You're responsible for each other's everything. Everything.
Well, let me say this.
When my husband wakes up and he's upset, it's my duty to feel like his upset is my upset. Let me work on that. Let me fix it. Let me make his day brighter. Let me make his load lighter. The same thing with mine. And I feel like you're the first person to get that. Thank you so much.
Kudos to
that's
you.
all I've been trying to say.
Look, I think we need to revisit what the point Sweeney just made, because that actually, I don't know if he actually realizes, actually stronger than what he actually painted it out to be whenever he spoke about the leverage and the amount of what's at risk A lot of the lifestyle, a lot of the things that the side chick is able to get from the man that's stepping out uh, relies on the woman that he's keeping at home. If she pull a trigger on divorce and take this man and bleed him out in the courts, that's going to overlap into the lifestyle that she's getting as the side chick. That's why a lot of side chicks are keeping their mouth shut, because they know that if the wife does find out, she not only she going to take the house, the cars, and clean them out of the bank account, take half of his assets and all that stuff. Now he's got to go start over, which means he become less attractive to the side chick that he was maintaining. So the things that she actually sought after are no longer even relevant for him. So
Hey,
now
hey, also to add to that, in the state of Texas, the wife can sue the side chick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What
In Georgia, and I think in Georgia too.
I don't know if that's a fruitful
I know for
conversation.
certain in California.
I don't know if that's fruitful, because from what Bougie said, it was not just money. She said in the bathroom, ladies are trading commentary about flirtatious eyes and sexual exchange and gesture. So this supersedes just the demise of
Finances. No woman wants to be the joke of another woman.
cool.
Like,
And
I don't want to walk in somewhere and feel like this woman got one up on me and she's keying about me.
yeah, I
Well,
understand
a
that.
lot of people are going to put as much effort as possible to make sure that you don't know or that doesn't happen.
But that's not what,
That's
again,
not the point.
I'm speaking to the fact that typically happens because a lot of people are just married entitled, that their relationships are not functioning. The only way a man that is married and respectable and happy can give off energy across the room to a woman that ain't his wife is because he is not in his marriage, and vice versa. That's the only way that happens. So I don't like, so you got women that are saying, well, she's the wife and I'm getting her man looking at me and her man trying to slide me his number on the side or his business card on the side. That only happens if that freaking marriage has got gaps in it, got holes in it.
Because it gives the side chick the room to be like, oh, she must not be of value enough. She must not be doing like, no, but look, Miss Pearl, I'm not saying that what the side chick is thinking is right. What I'm saying is that that's what the side chicks start saying as like the butt of the joke. Oh, you must not be doing your job if your man's looking at me. You must not be fucking and sucking hard enough if blah, 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 blah. And you get what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah,
how
I get what you're
do.
saying. I just don't
Yeah,
be trying
that's
to
how
hear
they
nothing
get.
how about. Like, you a side chick. You're not even like really a part of the conversation. It's like an illusion for
Yes.
you. You know what I mean? Like you're being breadcrumbed and you dumb.
Of course,
but
that is very
you know
true.
what I'm saying? Like you laughing at the wife, the woman with the title,
Laughing at the woman
and
who
the real
got the
paperwork and
bras
the
whenever
leverage.
you
Like
getting crumbs.
that's what we're saying. Like it's a reverse joke. A side chick could never laugh at a wife. You're voluntarily allowing yourself to be second place, and you like making a career.
Wife literally got all
like
of the
a whole
leverage
crew of other women to like support you.
Right. Well, no, yeah, I 100% agree with what you're saying.
Don't support you.
I'm just speaking from a place of like, I would imagine that that's not a good feeling to even have a woman saying that about you. Not that it's true or not that like we should go for it, right? But you got to understand, it's the difference in like when somebody's telling you that something is fun, but you know it's wrong, it still doesn't necessarily feel good to like for instance, right? No shade to anybody that does smoke, but I don't smoke. So when I go places and everybody's like, you don't smoke? What you mean you don't smoke weed? And it doesn't necessarily feel good to be ostracized. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it doesn't feel good. It's not going to change the fact that I don't smoke. I still don't smoke. Oh, well.
That's your decision. You don't smoke, you be solid and you stand on that.
Yeah.
You win because that's like peer pressure almost. You know what I'm saying? Like if they don't I don't smoke.
But let's not act like peer pressure ever felt good is all I'm saying.
No,
I'm not saying we succumb to it. I'm just saying it never felt good.
I think
any type of way. If I don't smoke, I don't smoke.
But keep it a bean, though.
Like, why can't it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna feel some type of way because everybody having sex and I'm not.
I think
you see what I'm saying? So that's personal.
Of course. Of course.